As the eager pupils arrive, the first thing I observe is the level of preparedness on the part of the handlers and the obedience of the canines. I believe that obedience is a crucial element for any utility dog. It is a monumental myth that obedience training will quash drive. As Doug begins preparing, he cues Shelby for work by donning her harness and bells, letting her know that playtime is over and the real games begin. Shelby sends off with enthusiasm, but is quickly distracted by another dog's urine. This is an important item to proof against. Another observation is that it takes several commands before Shelby leaves it. Besides a solid recall, leave it command is invaluable both for safety and expediting utility training. The next thing I notice about this problem is that Shelby's somewhat lackadaisical in her search. She seems to have some confusion over old air scent training as she heads towards me, and she requires a lot of feedback from Doug to continue searching. In all fairness, I don't know the level of her training, and the new location may have been a bit much. Now we know that when changing locations, we need to step back to closer spacing and on lead to keep Shelby on task and ensure her consistent success in this early stage of her training. Initially, I thought Shelby was treating each heavily scented object the same as the next, leading me to believe that the scent boxes had not yet made a big impression on her. However, upon reviewing the video, I see Shelby stick her nose in the box and lick. This shows how valuable videotaping your training can be. Great job on cueing the alert and good job on the reward. Since the popper mechanism does not work for a food reward, I would encourage the use of a clicker to signal Shelby quickly that she has met her objective, which buys you time for the food reward. Here Shelby has a fantastic start and casts dramatically around the first box. Good job, Doug and Shelby. Sometimes dogs need a first problem to warm up, and Shelby really shows she's caught on. I still see some needing feedback from Doug, which I think should be ignored or discouraged. One way I encourage dogs to work independently is by giving positive markers as they range away and ignore them as they range closer. A dramatic turn on the scent cone and the fabulous sniffing and licking. Shelby seems to have found her niche. A wonderful alert, but you could see how the clicker would benefit here, letting Shelby know her reward is en route and encouraging her to hold the down. Great job, Doug and Shelby.
Important at this stage, probably.
Now it's Lonnie and Koa's turn. Here would be a good place to spend more focused time on a preparatory ritual which donning a harness provides. But holding your dog by the chest before the release also gives that suspense and anticipation that will help build drive and prevent the initial apprehension or confusion that Koa is showing.
So you're on the very far end with the hop.
Koa quickly gets to task, targets on the boxes, and shows amazing focus for such a young dog. He largely ignores me and is minimally interrupted by other distractions. I'm not sure why Lonnie keeps repeating Koa's name, and instead she might think of a command or an encouraging word to refocus her canine. My only suggestion here is the reward came about a second or two too early. I've never used a mechanism like this for a reward, and while I was excited about it in concept, I'm still leaning towards a clicker for ease of use and practice, and your dog doesn't get popped in the face when they get their nose in or over the hole. A longer and more exciting reward time would also be good here.
So, Lonnie, here's my thought, was while he's still sort of on...
Here Lonnie takes Koa through the drill in hand. I don't see a leash, which would have been helpful, nor did I catch a good start ritual and command, which helps put the dog in a working game frame of mind. I think it's completely appropriate at this stage to give a check command and hand sweep to each object you want your dog to focus on. Your goal now should be to reward your dog on reaching the scent, and not worry about searching or alert. Great job, Koa and Lonnie.
Yay! Good job!